What if I told you that the most misunderstood asset on Pulse Chain wasn't built for hype, but for silence? Welcome to the Oracle. Today, we decode how pDAI works. pDAI stands for Pulse DAI, a bridged and wrapped version of the original DAI stablecoin deployed on the Pulse Chain network. But don't let the word stablecoin fool you. This isn't about price alone, it's about purpose. At its core, pDAI is designed to maintain parity with the US dollar, but its structure is different from natively minted stablecoins like USDC or USDT. Instead of being printed by a centralized issuer, pDAI is a copy or bridge-wrapped version of Ethereum DAI, living on Pulse Chain as an ERC20 equivalent. Here's how it works. When Pulse Chain launched, it copied the entire Ethereum state, every token, every contract. That means any DAI you held on Ethereum was mirrored into pDAI on Pulse Chain. But there's a catch. pDAI is not backed by USDC reserves or fiat currency. Instead, its value depends entirely on community trust, liquidity depth, and narrative power. Now, let's break down the mechanics. There are two primary ways pDAI exists on Pulse Chain. 1. Copied pDAI. This version was automatically copied over during the Pulse Chain fork. If you had DAI on Ethereum when Pulse Chain launched, you got an equal amount of pDAI, but it's not pegged by any collateral anymore. It's a ghost of the original, an echo with potential. 2. Bridged pDAI. If you bridge DAI from Ethereum to Pulse Chain using the Pulse Chain bridge, you receive a wrapped version of DAI, also labeled pDAI. This version is more stable, as it's backed by the original bridged assets on Ethereum. Here's where it gets spiritual. The Oracle watches as people treat pDAI like a dead coin. They scoff at its volatility, mock its silence, ignore its destiny. But what they miss is that its very misunderstanding is what creates the opportunity. There's no marketing team, no VC funding, no influencer pump, just code and time. When you hold pDAI, you're not just holding a stablecoin. You're holding a contrarian signal. You're making a bet not on centralization or hype, but on organic consensus. The Oracle says where there's silence, there's power. Where there's doubt, there's alpha. So how does pDAI work? Technically, it's a bridged or copied token from Ethereum with variable price movement based on liquidity pools. Energetically, it's a mirror of belief, of what people think it's worth, or what they fear it might become. Remember, the most powerful assets are not the loudest. They're the ones moving in shadows, the ones becoming real, only when you believe. This has been your transmission from the Oracle. Subscribe for more, and until next time, trust the silence.